Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. I'm competing against very loud birds today. Not quite sure why they're so loud at the moment, but it's that spring feeling perhaps. Anyway, we have some quite loud people to talk about today. Meghan Markle and Donald Trump. Trump is the reason why I have the Shadowland Tarot on the tarot table. It's a nice yellow, vulgar, bratty kind of tarot deck, just like him. He apparently is almost a shoo-in for the Republican nomination for 2024. And horror of horrors, she herself, the wife, is back in contention. At least according to the Express newspaper in the UK, who commissioned a poll in the United States, and they figure that the desperate Democrats have put Meghan Markle as top choice for 2024 White House run against Trump. That's the headline. The poll was commissioned by the Express UK. Very odd. We're going to ask why. And everybody apparently says you need a female candidate, can't have anyone else. So that's where the Dems are headed, into the long grass perhaps. But according to the survey, Meghan Markle came out top of the potentials. She got 27%. It's not exactly overwhelming. Hillary Clinton and AOC got 20% each. So they're sort of lagging behind there. And then there's literally no one else of the female persuasion anyway. Elizabeth Warren, of course, Pocahontas, as some people call her, 8%. Kamala Harris, a joke. Dead in the water. Michelle Obama, of course, the one that everyone would love to run, says absolutely not. She's got her new book coming out. She's got her own life. She's doing very well. Why on earth would she run for office when she's doing so well in her life with books and all the rest of it? So it's a bit concerning. Now, I have done many readings on this same topic, Meghan and her desire to be in the White House. Consistently, I get the idea that no, she wants it desperately, but no, universe doesn't want it. She can't raise the funds. The Democrat sort of hardcore party, the important people in the party don't want her. But of course, all kinds of weird things are going on in the world at the moment. Including with those people. And energy is changing, energy is shifting. We're in this weird eclipse season. It's a full moon, Scorpio full moon, or Taurus full moon. As I am doing this reading, it's been very weird energy for the past couple of weeks. I've felt it. I'm sure many of you have felt it. It's been quite hard to get motivated. It's quite hard to get things done. It's been exhausting and stressful. We're almost through it. But a lot is changing, I can feel a lot of kind of gears clicking behind the scenes. And so this is why I'm doing this reading. A lot of people are saying that Meghan is carrying on with her little testing the water, making moves, testing the water. She's basically the only one that is doing that. On the Democrat side of things, which again is scary. A lot of people are saying this is why the separation/divorce rumors are out there, because Meghan's political ambitions have been stoked again and has been as a liability. Can't be married to a prince if you want to be president of the United States. So all of that to say, I'm using the Shadowland Tarot. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to see if she's there again, if she's up for it, what's in her way. Who commissioned this weird poll? I mean, why suddenly would the Express newspaper in the UK, they're not exactly known for their truthfulness, more for their truthiness, let's say that. Why would they suddenly commission this poll? Meghan's thoughts, Meghan's goal, is there something she still wants? How's it been going up until now? What's next? It has been on the chopping block. Is the divorce next? So she's free for this brilliant political move. And then we'll see how the Democratic Party, royalty, shall we say, how they feel about her as their candidate, as their only choice. Whoops, I've just knocked the camera. Sorry about that. I'm still in my crowded space. I'll be free soon, very soon. Crowded house. We'll ask how Trump feels about her as his opponent. We know what he feels about her as a human being because he's told us. But how does he feel about running against her in 2024? And we'll see her hopes and fears. And then last shuffle, the outcome. Scary. I think we need a drum roll. I know big elections going on today in the United States, midterms. I know things are all a bit weird over there, weird in the UK, weird everywhere. What is going on with our world? And so Celtic Cross coming up with the Shadowland Tarot, and we're going to see if the winds of change have blown in Megan's favour, and whether she's dusting off her little her websites that she got. You know, there were plenty of domain names registered with political ambitions for Meghan Markle, all very strange. And let's remind you, before we look at the cards, this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, or just speculation, or just my opinion. There is a disclaimer in the box below. We get the decision card, and a decision, a difficult decision made. Upright Two of Swords, hesitation, delay, can't see the way forward, which way to go. It's the he loves me not card. Do I run? Do I not run? What do I do? It's flipped over. The energy has changed, telling us quite clearly. The energy has changed. There, a decision has been made. It's a difficult decision. It might be a decision not to run, because it is a difficult decision. It's a decision that whoever has made it hasn't wanted to make, but they have now been forced into making it. So my instincts are telling me she's decided not to run. But we're going to see right now, because this is the card, the center of the reading, the heart of the matter. Is she up for it? Has she thrown her hat in the ring, her wig in the ring? Two people with some hair issues will be running. We get the Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking wise heads, and look, there's the hair. One with a very strange comb over and / hairpiece, and one with nylon wigs or weaves. Let's call them weaves. But there's the weave. The weave is in reverse. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking she's made a difficult decision. The Queen of Swords is wise, is shrewd, is fasting, is cold, is clear-sighted. In the reverse, it's not somebody you want to meet in your world, because it's ruthless, it's cruel, it's vicious, but it's a cutting energy, and it's usually a cutting out energy. And I think her advisors might have said, you don't have a snowball's chance in hell. If you're up against him, you're going to be a spectacle. You're going to be eaten alive. It's going to be murder. It's going to be brutal. Don't do it. That's what the energy I'm getting from this card. So, what obstacles are in her way, apart from the fact that she has zero popularity? What obstacles are in her way? She has zero popularity. People don't like her. Two of Cups is the card of attraction. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be, I like you. I like what you stand for. I don't like you in reverse. I don't like what you stand for. I'm not attracted to you. I'm sure a polling has been done. We're going to check who did the polling in the next card. Polling has been done. No, they loathe you. They can't stand you. They don't like what you represent. If you ran, you'd lose your deposit. You would lose your reputation. What's left of your reputation, it would be a shambles. It would be a disaster. It would be a farce. It would be carnage, a massacre. Who commissioned the poll? Why was the poll run? We get the Six of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups is the family card, the old friends card. This is not strangers to her. This is people close to her, people from her past who are testing the water. people from her past. But people from her past, she has a difficult connection with. People from her past she may want to keep hidden. People, I'm speculating, and I don't literally mean him, but people such as Marcus Anderson, we know. People from her past, she's got people like Genevieve Roth, those kinds of people. People from her past, people she was at university with, college with, Northwestern. She's kept a few of them by her side because they're quite influential strategists, those kinds of people. Those kinds of people who were looking, people from a long time ago. Long before she was in the royal family, long before she married Prince Harry, long before any of that happened. This is going back into the mists of time. This is going back into the mists of time that she would rather we didn't know about, hidden, but dubious maybe, secrets and disappointments and some hurts back there in the past, some failures back there in the past, but it's coming from her past. People that she's very connected to, she's known forever, who are the ones who have done this. The Express is known for its polls. They're constantly running polls, popularity polls about Harry and Meghan and everyone else in the royal family. So this is a bit of a stretch for them. This is testing the waters themselves, going abroad, going into different territory and having a look, but it's been commissioned by people very close to Meghan from her past. Her goal, her focus right now. Yeah, she knows. So you can rest easy. You don't have to emigrate. You don't have to start driving north for Canada. The star in reverse. She knows that her star has faded. Her star has fallen. Her star is no longer in the ascendant. It's the card of hope when it's upright. It's the card of despair when it's in the reverse. It's your divine purpose, your guide, your soul purpose, all that lovely stuff when it's upright. In the reverse, she's failing. She's failing as a celebrity. She's failing to attract people. She's failing to win them over. She's just failing. They don't like her. They don't like her. They don't regard her as somebody they would follow. You follow a star, quite literally. They're not going to follow her. Shoo. But, you know, what does that mean for the world? Who is worse? The Express could do a poll about that, Meghan or Trump, in terms of hairdos, before we get anywhere else. And spray tans, the same interest in, what do they call it? It's that sort of curry colour, masala sort of colour that they both favour. Interesting that they have those similarities. How's it been going up until now, her political ambitions? How have they been going up until now? The Hermit in reverse, not good. Not good. She's got bad advice, first of all. The Hermit is the advice card, the expert card. Experts are telling her now, don't do it. I'm sorry about the barking. Barking will soon be gone too. The Hermit in reverse is Harry. Harry unhappy with the whole thing, I would say. Harry saying, I don't want to be in the public eye. I don't want to be like this. I wanted to raise my children in Africa where they could run around barefoot. Don't know why only in Africa you can run around barefoot. All kinds of bad things happen to you if you run around barefoot in Africa. Just saying. But the Hermit in reverse, the Hermit didn't want to have to come out and be the first wife. He didn't want to have to go on the campaign trail and do all of those glad handing and kissing babies and all the rest of it. Neither of them very good with babies, actually. It would be awkward, it would be tricky, especially as the Hermit might be living elsewhere and be interested in other things at this point. But the Hermit wasn't up for it. But that's a big no from Harry. Never mind the other things that the Hermit card represents. That's Harry saying, nope. Over my dead body, is this going to happen? I saw when I first started doing these readings that he was quite up for it. He was okay with being the first lady. He was okay with wearing the apron and handing out cookies and running the veggie garden and all that kind of stuff while she was busy in the Oval Office. But things have changed. Things have changed. So next steps, my next step question in particular is this prelude to divorce. Toss has been overboard. And we get the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, this is the single card. So there is some level of loneliness and isolation coming up, but it's coming up in a negative way, because that's the don't want to be single card. Interesting. It looks like has-been might be making his getaway first. Before she can divorce him, he might divorce her and disappear. And we're going to be looking at that again in the next reading. But this is the lonely and I don't want to be single card. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't feel like I'm well provided for. I don't like my divorce settlement. I haven't got enough. I'm going to have to go out and start hunting for my next husband. Not happy. Not a happy divorcee. Not there. But there is loneliness and aloneness coming. We've got 2 alone cards. The Hermit, him there, and she now. Here, this lonely bird on its swing. Not happy. Not happy by itself. Didn't see that one coming. Didn't see it would work out that way. She's always the one that sends the ring back in the post. This will be a first for her if he sends the waffle maker back, well, keeps the waffle maker and sends the ring back in the post. So let's see, how do the Dems feel about Meghan as their only hope according to the Express poll? How do they feel about her? This is a nightmare, the 9 of Swords. This is things can't get worse. If she's all we've got, we might as well all go to Mexico and stay there. 9 of Swords is the nightmare, stress, worry card. In the reverse, this is not going to solve their problems. It's going to make their problems even worse. The end of the Democratic Party in the United States, if Meghan Markle is all they have, if all they can muster. As a female, and we're not allowed to discuss what a female is. I was going to get gynecological, but I won't. I'll spare you that. But 9 of Swords, they're not for it. How does Trump feel about running against Meghan Markle? It must be the other candidate of his dreams. Page of Wands, no, it's not. Actually, interestingly, bad news. Page of Wands in reverse. He would see this as quite tricky for himself. How interesting. How interesting. A minor annoyance because it's just the page. Pages are that immature energy. He wouldn't like it if the announcement came. There's a word for it, a fancy word for announcement. If she said, well, this is me, I'm going to run, it would annoy him. It would be irritating. He would have to look at the newspaper every day and see her face there. Her nylon hair instead of his, and it would be irritating. It would take energy away from him. It would take attention away from him. We know he doesn't like to have attention taken away from him. It would be bad news, but not news that he feels would overwhelm him. It would just be, oh no, she'll get some traction because she's female, because she can play the pity card. I was kicked out of the royal family. They were racist. I was suicidal. Blah, blah, Oprah interview will play and play and play, and people will feel sorry for her. I'm thinking nasty man, nasty Trump, angry white man, and black woman, vulnerable, suicidal, but biracial. Sorry, let's biracial. Going to get the giggles. We'll move on from there. But it looks to me as if she's not even going to stand. So this is all hypothetical. This is all speculation. Her hopes and fears in this whole scenario, her hopes and fears, well, she'd like to. Oh, she would. She would love to. That new path, the Ace of Pentacles, she sees it as lucrative. And of course it is. Once you've done the four years in office, she won't be playing golf, but I'm sure she'll find something else to do. Wine o'clock, perhaps. But once she's done those 4 years, she didn't last, or 72 days in the royal family. Would she last 4 years in the Oval Office? Inquiring minds would like to know. But she sees it as catching because afterwards, the speaking tours, the book deals, the Netflix deals, the podcasts, all the things that the Obamas got, that she and Harry got before they'd actually done anything useful, like a certain person got a Nobel Peace Prize before actually achieving peace. Interesting that. But anyway, I'm on neither side politically, as you may have realized. I think they're all dreadful. Personally, that is literally my opinion. I think that they all are in it for very, very dubious reasons, all of them. But anyway, she would like to. Oh, she would love to. outcome, and the outcome is not going to happen. Disappointing for her. Oh, tears, fists into the pillows, perhaps even biting the pillows, feathers flying, Ace of Cups in reverse, not going to happen, not going to get that new energy, not going to feel the love of the people. Ace of Cups would be feeling the love of the electorate. Opinion polls were a hard no. Don't want it, not interested. This is the best you can offer. We will all go to Canada or Mexico or the Philippines or wherever else you can retire cheaply. And we won't bother to vote. We will just leave, because why stay if that is the best you can do? Do better. She's out. It's not going to go well for her. And if by some strange misfortune for all of you over there in the United States, she does run against the wise counsel of this Queen of Swords in reverse, she runs, it will go badly for her. It will end in tears. Consistent energy, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed except what's going on in the Democratic Party, that their fortunes are going from bad to worse at the moment. And again, I have no vested interest in this. I don't care either way. At this point in my life, I was a very political being when I was young. I have grown sadder and wiser and very disenchanted with politicians everywhere in the world. So that's your reading. I think you're safe. Well, not really, because well, who else is there to reclaim that office? Bit scary, but that's your reading. Good luck to all of you in the United States. My sympathies, my heartfelt sympathies to you at this time, and thanks for watching. I'll get on with the next reading.